Part 10 includes running prototypically for up to 2 hours on a single set of 3 in series Efest IMR 650 milliamp hour 14500 size, think AA size, lithium ion based cylindrical batteries. Here's what I did to achieve a 2+ hour prototypical runtime without changing a set of batteries on my flat demo layout with a limited number of rolling stock pulled as a train and switched between destination sidings. Useful links are in the description below this video. Here's how I achieved a much longer prototypical runtime of up to 2 hours or possibly more. I used 3 IMR, they also could have been INR, 14500 size, think AA size, cylindrical lithium-ion based batteries in series and carried in a trailing battery car. The review of these batteries in my testing procedure when using 3 Efest lithium manganese oxide IMR 14500 size 650 milliamp hour button top batteries in series is on my website. 4 SoShine LiFePO4 IFR in 2 AAA battery boxes. Note that even with the 2 battery boxes and 4 batteries atop the Boxcar frame, a 1/4 ounce weight had to be added to bring the Boxcar to the NMRA recommended weight. This setup can achieve 45 minutes on my flat top demo layout. I still believe that the best and safest setup for using a battery car for HO dead rail battery on board and LocoFi is to use 4 Lithium Iron Phosphate IFR 10 440 size batteries in 2 AAA battery boxes in series to create a 4S resultant battery. Again, using those batteries yields 45 minutes of prototypical runtime on my flat demo layout with a few pieces of rolling stock. C. The CSX with the Boxcar battery car converted to LiFePO4 batteries on my website for details. While I believe using 4 10 440 size LiFePO4 cylindrical batteries is the best and safest way to go, using them requires a better and more expensive battery charger. Batteries and battery chargers are discussed on my website in the section titled Possible Battery and Charger Choices. The photo shows another acceptable setup. It uses 3 Efest IMR lithium manganese oxide 10 440 size batteries in series in 2 AAA battery boxes with 1 box modified to use only 1 battery. The IMR batteries are relatively safe to use and also provide me with 45 minutes of prototypical runtime. They can be charged on a less expensive charger like the EBL Universal Battery Charger Speedy Smart Lithium Charger. C. The CSX 3S LiPo system was changed to an IMR 10440 3S 11.1 volt 350 milliamp hour resultant battery on my webpage for details. The photo shows 3 Efest 14500 size, think AA size, 650 milliamp hour button top IMR batteries installed in a 3 in series AA battery box. I had previously partially tested these Efest IMR 650 milliamp hour 14500 size batteries when I had received them in June 2022 and had reported on that test on my webpage in the section titled Pulled Off Track and Derailed by an Expensive Mistake. A lot of things were in place near the beginning of October 2022 that were not available to me in July 2022. I was now ready to put 3 Efest IMR 650 milliamp hour 14500 size batteries to the prototypical runtime test. I could have used the simple EBL chargers that I have, but I chose to use the SkyRC MC3000 to charge and discharge 3 of these batteries at a time to get some preliminary data before actually putting them to the prototypical runtime test in a battery car. The MicroMark connectors that I am now using allowed me to easily swap out the 2 AAA battery boxes connected in series for a single 3 in series AA battery box. Information from a discharge test demonstrated that at a current draw of 0.3 amps to a cutoff voltage of 3.4 volts loaded, an average of 640 milliamp hours was removed. See the Nitty Gritty of the testing archived on my webpage. A prototypical runtime test was performed. I terminated the testing at 2 hours. I stopped at 2 hours as that is what the experts, those that create commercial dead rail battery on board systems, had noted that they were targeting for battery runtime. See how long is a typical operating session's runtime on my webpage. The actual prototypical runtime test demonstrated that 120 minutes was easily doable on my flat demo layout while pulling a low number of cars and using 3 Efest IMR 650 milliamp hour 14500 size in the resultant battery. Could there have been another 20 minutes in the battery? Maybe, but after 2 hours of prototypically running trains, I was absolutely done playing with trains for the day. I believe that when using this setup, an hour and a half of prototypical runtime should still be doable with longer trains, locomotives that draw more current, and layouts with elevation changes, but that would have to be tested by the user. See the procedure to determine the actual runtime using 3 IMR or INR 10440 size batteries on my webpage. The same test procedure is used for these larger 14500 size IMR batteries. For me, running 6 20-minute sessions of prototypical operations was a bit much for a single day. I would not look forward to doing it again. For me, using 4 Lithium Iron Phosphate IFR 10440 size batteries for a total prototypical runtime of 45 minutes is fine, and having a second set of 4 IFR batteries could allow up to 90 minutes of prototypical runtime on my demo layout with my chosen locomotives. The 10440 size batteries are very easy to exchange in the AAA battery boxes, so little time is lost with a battery exchange. My thoughts and opinions. Pros: a single set of 3 Efest IMR 650 milliamp hour 14500 size batteries, creating a 3 in series 3S resultant battery in a trailing HO battery car can, given the right conditions, run some diesel-style locomotives for up to 2 hours with appropriate brakes to allow the motor and decoder in the HO diesel locomotive to cool down a bit. The Efest IMR 650 milliamp hour 14500 size batteries are rated at 3.7 volts nominal with a charge termination of 4.2 volts. Therefore, they can be charged with a less expensive charger like the EBL Universal Battery Charger Speedy Smart Lithium Charger. Cons: 3 button-top 14500 size batteries are a very, very tight fit in the single 3 AA battery box and require quite a bit of finagling to insert and even more finagling to remove from a 3 battery in series battery box. Flat top 14500 size would be a better choice. Because of the tight fit of the button top batteries into the chosen 3 battery box, the battery box must be removed from the battery car to insert or remove the 3 AA size batteries. The battery box does not need to be disconnected, it just needs to be removed from the battery car while inserting or removing the batteries. I am sure that flat top 14500 size should work better. Running these small motors found in HO scale locomotives for a continuous 2 hours is not good for them nor the small decoder unit. As previously mentioned, the section titled The Nitty Gritty contains the complete battery testing information and the testing for the prototypical runtime. It is linked in the description below. I suggest that my website should be checked at least on a monthly basis to see what I've learned, relearned, and where I'm going next with this project. My email address is linked at the top of my webpage if you have questions to ask or comments to share. I would love to hear from you.